Yo, what's up? This is your boy Jonathan Belcher here, doing this quick video to tell you exactly how to make money on Instagram. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, that question is a generic question, but I'm gonna break it down to you and explain to you how to make money on Instagram to the best of my ability. Now, first and foremost, why should you listen to me? Right? I've had 6 to 7 years experience earning money online, as an entrepreneur. About 4 years ago, I actually quit my security job. I used to work as a security guard at nursing homes, and I used to have to sit at the front desk earning just $8.50 an hour, right? I was struggling at the time. I hated this job so much, so I decided to do something different. I decided to start to learn how to market online. I decided to learn how to run a business, right? And you're probably watching this video right now because you're trying to figure out, how are people making money on the internet? How are people making money on Instagram, using social sites? And I want to commend you for that, because you're a smart individual if you're even thinking like that, because most people, they're just kind of comfortable at their 9-to-5 job, which is okay. But as time goes on and the years go on and the value of the dollar gets less and less and less. I remember back in the 90s when I was a young kid, much younger, right? I used to go to the store with like $1, and I used to be able to buy chips. I used to be able to buy a soda. I used to be able to buy like at least 3 to 4 things. And now today, $1 can't really even get you anything. So what's happening is the economy is taking a hit, and it's only getting worse. The cost of goods are getting more expensive and stuff like that. So basically what I'm trying to say is that you're smart if you're looking and you're learning ways to make money on the Instagram, right? You're a smart individual for even seeking this type of information. So I started making money online. I learned how to make money online, but at first it was a struggle. At first I had to learn the ins and outs. I had to get mentorship. I had to get training. Just basically learning, marketing 101. I had to learn how to talk to people. I had to learn how to market. I had to learn how to set up sales funnels and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna answer the question for you, right? How to make money on Instagram. Because honestly, if you're not utilizing Instagram, you're missing out. You're missing out on the money you could be making. You're missing out on launching your ideas. You're missing out on launching your business. And we don't want that to happen, because as time goes on, you're gonna need to be in business to survive, essentially, right? Because I know people out there who have 2-3 jobs, and I'm like, how do you even have the energy to work 2-3 jobs a day, 9-to-5 jobs, working for somebody else per day? You know what I'm saying? Like, before you even reach your goals of financial freedom, your body's probably gonna break down because of all of that work. So how to make money on Instagram? First and foremost, in order to make money in general in business, you have to have either a product or service. A product or service to sell. Because if you don't have a product or service to offer people, well, then you're not serving people, you're not adding value to people's lives. So how do you expect to make the money, right? So that's first and foremost. You got to have a product or a service. The second thing is, realize that you don't have to have mad followers in order to make money. Like, you don't have to have 100,000 followers or 1 million followers to make a lot of money. And I know they have this term called influencers on Instagram, right? And influencers are basically people who basically have a blue check or something like that, and they have a lot of followers, they get a lot of engagement and stuff like that. But you got to realize that not all of those people are making a lot of money. So what you want to do is you want to position yourself on Instagram with a product or service with a price point, having a price points or different price points depending on what you're selling, where you can make a profit even if you don't have a lot of followers. And that's really who this video is for. I'm making this video for people out there who may not have a big following, you may not have a big audience, but you still want to make a lot of money on Instagram. Well, this is for you, right? So share this video with 5 friends or family or anybody you know who can use this information and utilize this information, because I'm about to go through the breakdown right now. And I'm excited. I'm feeling good because just like you, years ago, I used to research stuff like this. I used to research how to make money on Facebook, how to make money on different platforms, YouTube and stuff like that. So I know the power of knowledge, right? But knowledge is not good unless you're applying the knowledge. So first and foremost, it doesn't matter if you're into boxing. It doesn't matter if you're into fitness. It doesn't matter if you're into beauty. It doesn't matter if you're into fashion. It doesn't matter if you're into sports. It doesn't matter if you're a musician. What I want you to know is you can turn your passion into a paycheck on Instagram. And that's the beauty of it. You could turn your passion into a paycheck on Instagram. Statistics show that Instagram is literally the #1 platform when it comes to selling things and it comes to branding. So most people, based on statistics, Most people found out about a product or a new service or a new company from Instagram, right? Literally from having an Instagram account. There's billions of people on Instagram. Most of the people on Instagram are out of the United States. So you can have a product or service for sale for the world. You know what I'm saying? Like when I used to work at my 9-to-5 job, I used to always sit there at the desk and I used to always say, why am I limiting my services? Why am I limiting my value to just the confines of this nursing home or just the confines of this corporation? What if I can give a product? What if I could provide a value? What if I could provide a service to the world, right? So automatically, once you launch your ideas, your product, your service, your business to the world, you're automatically increasing your potential in life. You're automatically increasing the potential for you to make more money passively. You know what I'm saying? Like that's always been my thing, is passive income. And what is passive income? Passive income is the ability to make money in your sleep. It's the ability to make money even when you're on vacation. It's the ability to not work some days and still have money coming into your bank account. Most people don't know how to make money that way, so they just work a 9-to-5 job, and when at a 9-to-5 job, what we're making is called linear income, right? Linear income is what's made at a 9-to-5 job, which means you get paid by the hour, and basically your job, in order for you to get paid more money per hour, you got to get like a promotion or a raise, and that's not really based on your efforts all the time. That's not really, you don't really always have control of that, do you? Because sometimes in some jobs there's politics and stuff, and unfortunately people are limited, right? And that's how I felt at my job. I felt like I wasn't being paid what I was worth, but I want you to know you have greatness in you. Those ideas that you've been having in your head, launch those ideas. Launch those ideas. Get on Instagram, start posting, start showing the product, start showing the service, start educating people on what you have to offer, because you'll be surprised how many people in the world are gonna want what you have to offer. You'll be surprised. And that's the thing that holds so many people back, is that they don't believe they have the power within them to promote something that people would actually want and need. And that's not the truth, right? Sometimes we're around our 9-to-5 co-workers, we're around our friends, and they may say things that makes us not believe in ourselves. But when you step out there into the world and you start providing value to the world, right? By using Instagram, for example, the purpose of Instagram is a photo sharing social site, right? So when you show people who you are, what you represent, how you can help them, you're tapping into unlimited grounds. There's really no cap on your income. So that's number one. I want you to note that there's greatness that you have within you. I believe in you. I know you can do it. Also, not only that, like I want to say shout out to CJ Wigham, shout out to Melanie Winston, shout out to Chris Dakers, shout out to Jamel Turner, shout out to anybody who I've worked with and helped turn their passion into a paycheck in any type of way, right? Because I have people on my team who have earned their first commission, literally their first money ever working with me from a business, whether that be an online business or something they're passionate about. So you may be passionate about something, right? It doesn't matter what it is you're passionate about. It does not matter. You can make a lot of money with that, with Instagram. Another thing about Instagram is that you got to realize that people spend most of their time on that platform in comparison to other platforms. And it makes sense. People just like photos. People love visuals. It's a visual platform. So understand that when it comes to making money on Instagram, you can show off your product. You can show off your life. You can show off your results. You can show off testimonials. And I would advise that you educate people on whatever it is you have for sale. Even if you're selling clothes, you could sell clothes online, right? So here's the main thing. What's going to separate you apart from other people who may not be making money on Instagram? Here's how to make a lot of money on Instagram. I'll tell you right now. Here's what you need. You ready for the drum roll? Let's do the drum roll. All right. You need a sales funnel. You got to have a sales funnel if you expect to have repeating customers, if you expect to have customers coming in consistently buying from you. It doesn't matter what it is. You could be selling your music. You know, you could be putting your music on streaming services. But here's the thing, the reason why you need a sales funnel, basically what's a sales funnel? Let me break down what a sales funnel is first. A sales funnel is basically a series of websites that takes your visitor who clicks on the link in your bio of Instagram, right? They click on the link in your bio and they go through a sales process, if you will. So the sales process is supposed to take them from awareness of who you are, what your product is or your service is, to them at the end of the sales funnel taking some sort of action, right? And that call to action can be them buying the product. That call to action can be them hitting you up. That call to action can be them messaging you on Facebook. That call to, you gotta have from awareness, letting them know how you can help them, a sales funnel, series of websites, up to them taking an action, taking a buying action, which means they pull out their credit card and they make a purchase, right? Just like you're probably thinking about doing and joining my 300 to Freedom Club membership right now, right? And you can check out the links in the description of my video as well. But that's basically marketing 101. Like, a lot of people don't have a sales funnel. Most people just have just a website, right? They'll just have a website and they just expect people to go there and buy. And sometimes, don't get me wrong, you'll get sales from people just going to your link in your bio and just making a purchase, right? Sometimes that can happen. But statistics show that on average, a person needs to see your offer, they need to see your opportunity, your product, your service, an average of 7 times before they actually make a decision to buy, before they actually make a decision to join you, before they actually make a decision to become a fan, whatever. So what I'm saying is that you have to have a way in which when they go to your website, when they click on the link in your description of your bio, you want them to go to a website. It could be a blog, it could be a capture page, but the main thing I'm trying to say is a landing page, right? It could be whatever. The main thing I'm trying to say is when they click on that link in your Instagram, if you want to make a lot of money on Instagram, it should take them to a form, some type of form that pops up or something on your website where you can turn that visitor into a subscriber. You want to turn that visitor into a subscriber whether or not they buy from you. Why is that important? It's important because remember what I said, at least statistics show that like 7 exposures, right? Like, I couldn't figure, this took me a while to figure out. This stuff that I'm telling you, it's not something that just comes overnight, but through action. I'm training people one-on-one and through my 300 to Freedom membership club training platform. I do train people on how to turn their passion into a paycheck and how to make money on Instagram, how to make money on Facebook, using YouTube and all that stuff. But honestly, it took me some time to get to this point because, you know, in life, when you're doing something new, you're not going to do it perfect the first time, but that's okay. That's okay, right? That's okay. One thing about life is it's not about the how. It's not about the how. It's about the why. Why do you want to earn passive income? Why do you want to do something that you're passionate about and make money from that? Why? Do you want to help your family? Maybe you want to help your mom retire. Maybe you want to create world peace. Maybe you want to do spiritual healing for people. I don't know what your passion is, but what I want you to know is that using Instagram is going to allow you to turn your passion into a paycheck because it's going to get presented to the world. And you don't have to have a lot of followers. So back to what I was saying. They click on the link in your description of in the bio of your Instagram, right? What you want them to be able to do is to give you some type of contact information on your website. So a subscription form should pop up asking them for their email or their phone number or something. You need some type of contact information from the visitor who hasn't purchased yet. Because when you have some type of contact, they wouldn't have clicked on the link in your bio if they weren't interested, right? Think about that. If I go to a company, if I'm scrolling through Instagram and I see a product I like and I'm like, ooh, and now I click on that page and I'm looking at the product and I'm like, ooh, I like this stuff. Okay, I'm interested in that. I need that. I want that. And now I click on the link in the bio of that page. Obviously, I'm somewhat interested, right? I gotta be. But it would be foolish for you not to capture that person's information once they click on the link in your bio. Why? Because the contact information you're gonna get from that person is gonna allow you to follow up with them later on. It's gonna allow you to send them either text messages. It's gonna allow you to either send them emails. It's gonna allow you to send them follow-up emails, further educating them, further giving them value, further showing them your product, further showing them everything having to do with your business, so that eventually at some point, they will make a buying decision. That's marketing 101. And unfortunately, I don't see a lot of people on Instagram with a sales funnel. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see them taking people through a series of pages, and it doesn't have to be a lot of pages. It might just be 2 pages, it might just be 3 pages, it might just be 1 page, depending on what it is. Most important part is capturing the information of the visitor, because you don't want to be getting all this traffic, right? You're getting all this traffic to the link in your bio, let's say, and you're trying to sell something, or you're trying to show people who you are, your brand, you're trying to brand yourself, cool. But why would you want that traffic to go to waste? You don't want that traffic to go to waste, do you? You don't want that traffic to go to waste. So the way that you capitalize on that traffic is by collecting some type of contact information. and I'm feeling good right now. I know you're probably having a breakthrough. You're probably learning a lot in this video right now. So drop a comment, right? Subscribe to my channel. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet. Share this video. Share this video with a friend, a family member, somebody who needs to see this video. Somebody who may be working on their business or their dream or their passion. Share this with them, right? So I'm out here. I'm at the park right now. It's feeling good. Beautiful weather. I don't know. It looks like it's about to rain soon, but I got to get this video done for you. I got to get this. I was thinking about this video from yesterday. I was like, yeah, I got to tell people how to make money on Instagram, because Instagram is like one of the #1 ways that I hit my first $60,000 making money online from Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this was like a couple years ago when I got started. 4 years ago, I quit my job, right? And then after I quit my job, a couple years later, I started training people and coaching people. But I don't just do like training on social media, right? I go deeper than that. In the 300 to Freedom Club membership in the training platform, you'll see that like we go into personal development, right? Mindset training, spiritual development, all that stuff. Because you say, why is that important, John? Why do I need to learn more than just how to make money on Instagram? Why is it good to get personal development? The reason is because when you build up your character as a person and you build up your mindset, because in business, naturally, there will be some times where you may not be getting the sales you want. Naturally, especially if it's a new thing. There will be some days where you probably won't be making any sales, or you're going to be a little frustrated. But if you don't have the mindset to overcome, to persevere, to be persistent, if you don't have the mindset, then you're going to give up on yourself. You're not going to be able to move powerfully. And one thing about getting frustrated, one thing about getting stressed out is that your intelligence level literally decreases when you don't have an understanding that you got to trust the process and be consistent. And that's what I want to talk to you about as well. Consistency. If you want to make a lot of money on Instagram, you got to be consistent. You got to at least post one post a day in your story and on your newsfeed every single day, because you got all these brands out there talking about their product. And I'm not saying it's about competition. You shouldn't be focused on the competition. You're your only real competition. But what I am saying is you always want to be on the minds of the people, your network or your followers. And that doesn't matter if you have 10 followers or 1 million followers. You want to be on the minds of the people who are following you. You want to consistently show them that, look, this is a real business with real products, real services that can help you win. You want to let them know that. And when people see you posting consistently, it goes back to the same thing I said early on in this video. 7 exposures on average, right? 7 exposures on average before somebody makes a buying decision. So you got to show them consistently your product, your service, your training, your coaching, whatever it is you're trying to do. Let's say maybe you want to be a YouTuber. I can show you how to take your YouTube to the next level. I can show you how to earn passive income through YouTube. And I'm not talking about through ads, because literally when you're talking about making money through ads, you have to have millions and millions and millions of subscribers. But what if you could make thousands and thousands of dollars a month with less than 5,000 subscribers, or less than 10,000 subscribers, or less than 2,000 subscribers? What if you could make $1,000 a month off of just a smaller network of people? The only way to do that is by having a product for sale where you know what the profit margin is going to be once somebody makes a buying decision with you. That's the only way to do that. So let me give you an example of what I mean. Let's say you're selling a product, and every time that product sells, you're getting $100 in profit. Let's just say, for example, or $100 in profit. Well, you got to understand, this is what I always focus on with my team, and I tell my team to focus on. Focus on generating 2 sales per day. Focus on generating 2 sales per day, right? And this is how to make money on Instagram. Now, from Instagram, let's say you get 2 customers per day who buy your product from Instagram. That's $200 in profit you just put in your pocket every single day. Let's do the math. 30 days is in a month, right? 200 times 30 days, you're at $6,000 a month just off of those numbers. And that doesn't mean you have to have a big following. What's more important than a big following is having a targeted following. A targeted audience of people who you know either need, want or desire your product or want to work with you. So once you have that targeted following, right, which is what I teach as well. I teach that in the marketing, is how to develop a targeted fan base, a targeted customer base. Because when it's targeted, the likelihood of people buying your product is going to increase. If you have just random people on your Instagram following you who aren't even a targeted niche of people, well, then you're going to miss out on a lot of sales. You might have a lot of followers, but a very small percentage of sales, because a very small percentage of them are even interested in your product, right? Like, for example, I don't have to convince If I'm selling vegan food on my Instagram, I don't have to convince a vegan person why vegan food is good for them. A vegan person already knows that they eat vegan food. They don't eat meat. So I'm not gonna be there selling meat, selling beef, selling pork on my Instagram to a follow base of vegans, right? That wouldn't make sense, because vegans don't eat from animals. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about that as well. So this is how to make money on Instagram, you know, but you need a sales funnel. And if you want to learn more about what I'm talking about, I talk more about this in my blog post. Right below, you're going to see my blog post, the link to my blog post as well. And in the description as well, you're going to see another opportunity you can get started with me if you're more of a simple-minded person and you kind of want to hit the ground running and just do something straightforward. You can get started with me on my EPS team, right? And I would recommend you get started with me at the $100 level, because at that level, you will be able to learn how to make money on Instagram and different platforms like Facebook, Craigslist, and basically how to dominate the social sites so that you can attract a lot of people to you, not just from Instagram, and as well as earn $100 commissions for each sale. So that's why I brought up the $100 example that I said earlier, right? So, but I recommend getting started at the $100 level because you get the most training packages with that. It's a one-time fee, and as well as you can earn $100 each time you sell it. But honestly, to be honest with you, the 300 to Freedom Membership Club website is better because we go into more in-depth things. Maybe you want to become a YouTuber, we go into YouTube ranking, blog ranking, the social sites, how to market on different social sites, how to sell up, all that stuff, right? We go into that. But not only that, more importantly, like I said, is the building of character, the building of your mindset. Personal development is very, very important. Like, I wouldn't be successful today, I wouldn't have been able to help anybody make any money at all if it wasn't for my personal development, because there was a lot of days where I thought about quitting, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna give up. I'm never gonna give up because I know why I'm doing this. I know my dream. So if you're in that position in your life where you feel like, look, I wanna make a change. I'm tired of being limited by my job. I wanna start my ideas. Launch that idea. Don't sit on your idea. You don't want next year to come and you're in the same position. You don't want 5 years to come and you're in the same situation making the same income. You wanna change your life. You wanna transform your life. You wanna transform your situation, but you gotta understand you have what it takes to make a decision now, to get started today, to launch that business, to launch that passion. Show the world what you're about. And I'm just passionate, right? Don't take my passion for arrogance. I'm just passionate. I'm just passionate about helping people. That's the main thing I was gonna say too. Life coaching, right? Besides just teaching you how to make money online, I also do life coaching, motivational speaking. So that's why when you hear this, I'm not just talking about only Instagram. I like to talk about the whole thing. But yeah, quick story before I end this video though, right? Like, at first there was a point when I made a lot of money in business early on, right? And this is why I got more into personal development and spiritual development and life coaching, because I realized that money is only as good as what's going on in here. If you got the money, but you don't got the right heart and the right mindset, right? If you don't got the right thoughts going through your mind, right? And if you don't got the right things in your heart, you're gonna lose the money because you're gonna spend it in a frivolous way. You're not gonna appreciate the value of the money. That's why money doesn't mean anything if you're not personally developed as a person. And let's say on a conscious level, you wanna make $30,000 a month. But subconsciously, let's say subconsciously you don't believe you can have $30,000 a month. Or subconsciously, you think it's too hard to make $30,000 a month. No matter how much you want to make $30,000 a month on a conscious level, you'll never get there. You'll continue to sabotage yourself because subconsciously things are programmed into your mind to keep you from making that $30,000 a month, to keep you from taking the action you need to take to make the $30,000 a month. Because when you talk about changing your life, it's really about a change in habits, right? Isn't that what it's about? When you want to transform your life, you got to change your habits on a daily basis, because if your habits don't change, your results don't change. And if your results don't change, the income don't change. And if the income don't change, the life don't change, right? And so really and truly, it's deeper than just money. It's deeper than just how to make money on Instagram. That's the point of what I'm trying to say. It's much deeper. So if you're interested and you want to learn more about my 300 to Freedom membership club, check out the link in the description below. It is a subscription fee. Because why? Because this is ongoing training. You're going to be getting ongoing development, ongoing knowledge, ongoing wisdom going into you, pouring into you every single day to build you up to be the successful entrepreneur you've always wanted to be, right? And that's the key. So Once again, my name is Jonathan Belcher. Or if you don't want to be a part of a membership club and you still want some type of training on marketing and to make some money real quick, just to get your feet wet with launching a business, and you want to put a link in your description of your bio, and you want to hit the ground running, start up your Instagram page, you can get started with me on my EPS team. But like I said, check out all the links in the description. I got more information in there for you on how to make money on Instagram. This is Jonathan Belcher. I'm gonna see you later. Peace.